What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we have some good, juicy, fun, interesting stuff to talk about. So, there's so much to this story. Wow. As a freshman going into San Diego State, there weren't many videos about what to wear for sorority recruitment at SDSU, what the process is like, and all of that. And the only videos out there are like sorority rush videos for like schools down south and different schools. And so I was like, okay, like we're not Alabama, we're not Clemson, we're not Florida, like we don't rush like they rush. I know it's different, but like, what am I getting myself into? I was so confused as a freshman. I didn't know what to expect. Nobody in my family ever rushed. I didn't have friends from my town that were older than me that really rushed. So I was kind of like, hey, my name's Megan, what's happening? So my freshman year, at the beginning of day 3, I dropped because the 5 houses I had left, I didn't vibe with, I didn't like, didn't click with, and so I dropped. That was the end of that. So let's talk about the process as a whole, and as a little interesting twist, I've experienced it twice, and I've like noticed many different things throughout the 2 years. At San Diego State University, there are 9 sororities that are part of the College Panhellenic Association, which is just like the governing body of all 9 sororities. How Rush works at San Diego State is each day you have to see every single home that is on your list. You don't have the option of saying like, nah, I want to go here, I don't want to go here, whatever. You have to see all 9 houses, and if you don't, that can hurt you and you can get dropped from the whole entire process. The selection process at San Diego State University is called a mutual selection process, where if they want you and you want them, you're good. Personally, I don't like the process at all, and also it's done by a computer system, which literally everyone thinks is like corrupt and malfunctions and doesn't work and drops girls that like houses want and brings girls back that houses don't want, and just like vice versa. Because like you'll talk to girls and they'll be like, we literally wanted them so badly, and then like girls will be like, I wanted that house really badly, and they got dropped. So it's like, interesting, why'd they get dropped if literally they both wanted each other? So the process I think is a bit little malfunctioning, to be honest. That's the honest truth, I'm gonna say it. But also how it works can be really beneficial, and it does work out in the end. Sometimes. My freshman year it didn't, some people it doesn't, whatever. Yeah, we're gonna say it works out. So basically what happens is at the end of each day, you go in and you rank the bottom 2 homes that out of the 9 or out of the 7 or out of the 5 that you do not like because you didn't like vibe with them, you didn't have a connection, or they were just like your weakest connections out of all the other homes. What happens then is the houses rank you, they do their thing, whatever, and if your 2 bottom homes didn't want you, or if all the homes wanted you, you drop your bottom 2 and you don't have to go see them the next day. However, what also happens is, let's say you have your bottom 2 houses and then those bottom 2 still wanted you, but 2 of your other ones didn't want you, you still have to go see your bottom 2 houses, and you drop other ones that you may have still wanted. So honestly, that's really frustrating, because sometimes you can like still be going to houses that you knew from day 1 you didn't want to see again because you didn't have a connection with. So for me, I found that really frustrating, because like it could be day 3 and you're still seeing these homes on day 1 that you were like, oh my god, I literally cannot have a conversation here anymore. But it is really important when like that happens to you that you remain respectful and you still engage in conversations, because like it's just really rude if you don't, and they can tell your row gamma, and then your row gamma can get you in trouble. Row gammas, let's talk about them actually next. San Diego State's rush is 5 days long, but the day before it's your orientation. So at orientation, all 1,200 girls, they go to Montezuma Hall, which is like a concourse hall, whatever, at State, and you get all these like lectures presented to you, you like engage with girls, whatever, and you meet your row gammas. So row gammas are girls that are unaffiliated from their chapters throughout the whole entire process, in order to help you like talk through what you're thinking, what you want, and just be there for you as moral support. So that was like really helpful to have. And each day before your selections, where you go in and rank your bottom 2, you're required to talk to your row gamma to like clear your mind, and like when you talk it out, sometimes you like learn things that in your head when you were just like talking to yourself you didn't really realize. So then at your orientation, that ends at like 9:30 at night on a Thursday. Some row gammas give you your schedule for the next day, other row gammas don't. It really just depends your row gamma. This year, leadership day, which is the first day, was split into 2 days. So on the first day, sophomores had 7 houses and freshmen only had 2, or maybe none. I kind of forget what freshmen had. And then on the second day, sophomores had the 2 last homes and freshmen literally had all homes. For me as a sophomore, the first day of leadership ended at like 11:30 at night, but the second day of leadership, which was the next morning on Saturday, ended at like 10:30 in the morning, but freshmen literally went from like 8 a.m. to like 11:30 at night. So it really depends your schedule, but on leadership day, which is day 1 and 2, you walk around with your whole entire row gamma group, like you're staying with your row gamma and all like 30 girls in your group going to each house to house. And you also, as I will show here, these were my outfits for leadership day. You're given a black t-shirt to wear that just has like all the sororities named on the back, and you're required to wear that. Just wear whatever you want. Like, Rush at San Diego State is really chill. You don't have to be wearing like a Lily Pulitzer dress every single day. And that's what I thought in my head it was gonna be like, because of like Alabama, Clemson, all of that. But like Rush at State, you're so chill. Like, you can, like, people wear jeans, like, you're vibing with whatever you wear. Like, they don't really judge you on what you wear. Like, obviously you want to like put together and make a good first impression of yourself, but that goes with like anywhere and everywhere in life. On the first day, you just talk about like, hi, my name is Megan, I'm from New Jersey, I'm a marketing major, and I love cheeseburgers. Like, literally you just have like a normal conversation, and each day the conversations get more deep and more personal. So at the end of Saturday, you go in and you make your selections for day 2. So what happens, same thing, you go in, you put your bottom 2 houses. If they don't want you, sweet, they're gone. If they want you and other homes didn't want you, you keep them for the next day. So then Sunday morning you go in for day 3 technically, which is Philanthropy Day, and you can have up to 7 homes at this day. Like, you're not guaranteed 7 homes, you can have 3 homes, you can have 5 homes, you can have all 7 homes. For me, I had all 7. I had everyone I wanted besides 1, so I was like, that sucks. Like, I was sad, but it's fine because I had all the other ones that I wanted, and life keeps going. So what happens that day then is everyone's given their own individual schedule that you have to follow. You have to make sure you get to each house at the time you're given, or else like you literally could get dropped from the whole entire process. So just try to be on time. This day I dressed up a little bit. Here's my outfit. They say each day you get progressively nicer, so just, you know, do that. So at this day, at Philanthropy Day, the houses just talk about their philanthropy, what they do for it, how they raise money, any questions, what's your experience with volunteering, and you talk to about 1 to 3 girls in each house depending on the house and just depending on all of that. Or the third day, which was on Sunday, ended again at like, depending on your schedule, it could end at like 4, it could end at 10 in the morning, or it could end like at 11:30 at night. But whenever you end, you go, once again, you meet with your row gamma, you talk over your experience, what happened throughout the day, and you go in and you rank your bottom 2 houses. The next day, since Sorority Rush happens at San Diego State over Labor Day weekend, you have Monday off, so that means Rush can be all day on Monday. So what happens with that is on Monday, once again in the morning, you go in and you can have up to 5 homes. And this is day 4, which is Sisterhood and House Tour Day. So on that day, you can have up to 5 houses, but once again, you're not guaranteed 5 houses. I had 4 houses on this day, but I had all the ones I wanted, so I was really stoked about that. House Tour Day, I really liked because we're like walking through the home, like sitting in like fun places, so it was like more natural and just like vibed a lot more, and you already like had been at the houses for 2 or 3 previous days, so you like were able to hold conversations more and you're just way more comfortable. That day is super fun. You watch videos of their like bid day videos, which are super duper exciting, and it's like kind of time to just like relax and not have to talk, to be honest. And then you're also given sheets with like a financial breakdown so that you're aware of the financial requirements and obligations that you have to make if you join that sorority, because like it is a lot of money. It can range from like 800, I want to say is the cheapest, maybe, I don't remember, to like in the thousands, and so it's a lot of money. You have to be aware of it, and you have to make sure that like you can do that, but also they are willing to work with you and stuff, so always keep that in mind. So yeah, House Tour Day was all day Monday. Once again, you end it whenever you end it because of your own individual schedule. Then on Tuesday was Prep Day, where they cut down from 5 homes to 2 homes, and you have to wait until like 4 o'clock on Tuesday to get it because it's only like a nighttime activity rush because school is in session. I know I was so scared all day Tuesday. Like, me and my friends were all just like, ah, and like just like really freaking scared because like we wanted these homes so badly, and like that's a pretty big cut. Like, that was the biggest cut we had to make thus far. So on Prep Day, you can have at most 2 homes. This day, as you can see here, it's like a lot fancier. This is the day you dress your best, and you go in and you have really deep conversations. Like, most people cry. You don't have to cry though, that's the thing. Don't cry if you don't want to, or if that's just not who you are. My first home, I literally bawled my eyes out. I like had such a good connection. I really loved it there, and I was like, oh god, like I don't know how this like can get better or whatever. And I went to my next house and I literally cried again, and the 2 girls that I talked to were girls that I talked to in previous days that like I like you really had a connection with and stuff. So that's what they usually do on prep day, is you're paired up with a girl that you already talked to a previous day and they really like you, and hopefully you really liked them as well. So that day also is like a longer day. You're at the house for like an hour, and it seems like a really long time, but it honestly flies by. Like, you can talk for an hour. And the other days I think were 30-45 minutes, not really sure, but they were definitely shorter than what prep day is. So then the end of Tuesday night, you go in and you make your selections once again, but this time it's a bit different because you rank them number 1 and number 2. Number 1's the home you want, and number 2 is like, okay, if I get it, that's chill, whatever. Then the hardest part about that whole entire like rush week, whatever, is waiting from Tuesday to Friday when bid day is, because you're just like, hope I get my home. And then if you didn't get either of your 2 homes, they call you on Friday morning, and so like that's also really intimidating because you're just like, oh, I hope I don't get a phone call. But then actual bid day is on Friday, once again at like 4 o'clock. Everyone goes behind Hepner Hall, like all the PNMs, which are potential new members, forgot to say that. You sit there with an envelope in your program group, and you open up your envelope, and then you run to your like home. So then you run, you all celebrate, and then one at a time with your like house, you run through the arch and go to like all the other girls, like actives in your sorority, and then you have your own perspective bid day. So what happened to me on bid day was that I just in my head had this assumption that I was getting this one house because I was basically bid promised the night of prep to this one home, and when I opened my envelope, it was the other house that I had down on my list, which I still really liked, but it was just like shocking to think you're getting one house and then not get that house and get the other. So I was still happy, but it was just like frustrating in that day dealing with that. I was just kind of like, oh, what? Like, first of all, you're not allowed to bid promise. It's like illegal in the whole process, but whatever. So then I got my sorority, and so for me, thankfully, I really liked the other house I got, and I'm still in my sorority and I love it a lot, and all the girls in it. That was sorority recruitment as a sophomore for me. Speaking of like dropping though, so many girls drop throughout the whole entire process. Like, if you don't like it, if you like come to realize like, hey, this isn't my thing, like I don't fit in here, whatever, you can drop at whatever point, and you can like re-rush even the next year if you want to. That's like really chill about the whole entire process, is like, don't feel obligated to stay in it just because like all your friends are in it or something like that. Another thing is just like, you make so many great friends in your Rogam group. Like, I've met like so many of my closest friends in it, and some of the girls ended up being in my sorority. Like, the one girl that I was like closest with in my whole entire Rogam group, we had the 2 same houses for a prep night, and then we both got the same exact house, and so it was just like so exciting to be together, and now we're best friends and it's awesome. So like, talk to all the girls throughout the whole entire process. Everyone at state, I always say, is so nice, like, and everyone throughout the whole entire process is really nice. So like, don't be afraid. Another thing I want to mention is they say to go into it with an open mind, and for me as a sophomore rushing this year, like, I already experienced a whole entire year of Greek life at sdsu. Like, I knew like the preconceived notions, I had friends already in certain sororities, all this stuff, and so as a sophomore it was really difficult to be like, hey, I'm open, I'll do whatever, I don't have any preconceived notions. But honestly, that was impossible for me. I went in with like, hey, all my friends are in this sorority, or like, I freaking love that sorority, like Philanthropy. And so as a freshman, like, if you can, try to like not learn about the stereotypes, but also like, if it happens, it happens. Like, try to stay open for as much as you can, as long as you can throughout the process. Don't read so much into everything that happens. Like, things happen for a reason. Don't overguess yourself. Don't like stay up all night being like, oh my god, I hope I get the home, I hope I get the home, because like, it's out of your reach. Like, you literally don't really have control over anything that happens besides like what you say in the moment. So like, you can control how you act within a home, but besides that, like, everything's out of your reach. Like, it's pointless to like worry over it. And so just try to stay like optimistic and happy throughout the whole entire process. I know for some girls it is so emotionally and like physically draining, where they literally don't sleep at all, and it's just such a long, tiring process. So like, be sure to like take care of yourself throughout the whole entire thing. I was fine. Like, I went to the beach in the middle of it once because like, I was done so early. Wherever you end up, you end up. If you don't like it, you can drop it. You can end up loving it also. Like, give it time is what I've come to realize is really important. Like, you change so much throughout college, and you learn so much about yourself and about like what you believe in and all of that, and like what you value. So like, give it time, because like, your sorority can change you, and you can also have an impact on your sorority. And yeah, that's what I gotta say. If I like forgot to mention something, because there's literally so much to discuss, please feel free to like DM me or like ask in the comments section. Like, I love answering questions about like San Diego State. So thank you so much for watching this video. Like the video. Yeah, that's the process. Go Greek life.